Hi everybody, I am Jason, that is Brett. On this episode of Brett's Brick Builds Classic Builds, we've got a kit from 1984. We have the Auto and Tire Repair. Kit number 6655 from the old Legoland collection. We have original instructions with us here. And we have what should be a complete kit for this build. So, any thoughts on that, Brett? Yeah, we went and got real new tires put on the truck, and I think they cost more than what my first truck cost, but that's a whole nother painful story for another time. But in the meantime, Brett says let's go ahead and get right into this build, so let's go ahead and get right into this build. Now this is a kit that it wasn't complete when I bought it. The seller had listed what it was missing, and I was able to go through and from other sellers had the pieces that we needed, so we went ahead and completed the kit, and we will go ahead and do the build. One thing it does have, it has this jack, Legoland jack, and this is already together, so I'm not going to go ahead and take it apart, but it does come in like 3 pieces in the instructions. But it came together, and it's a little, maybe a little delicate for what it is, but just wanted to preface that with that's already been put together, or it came together, and I'm not going to take it apart to put together again just because they're kind of delicate. So first thing we'll do, as is tradition, put our minifigure together, which is one of the things I had to source. But luckily, this was a fairly common figure in the period, and you'll recognize this outfit pretty much immediately. We have the standard, get my displayer here so you folks can see. Get up here, kind of the standard minifigure. He's got the blue overalls with the pocket in the middle. He's got the white shirt. Pants are a little, or the lower legs, however you want to say it. People in the UK are laughing when I call them pants. The lower part is a little discolored, a little older, but I thought it was still worthwhile for this build, so we're going to move on. The first thing we're going to do, it looks to be a tire balancing machine, I think this is supposed to be, or yeah, I think I'm pretty sure it's a tire balancer would be the correct nomenclature. Go ahead and pop this together. Had to buy a couple of these, or had to source a couple of these little, the white hook holders out the back on this thing. And then we've got the computer here. And then we have the gray or the white, I can't remember. Yes, here. Put the white ones on the speed machine, since the grays make sense because they match on the car, but we're at there. Balancer. We're at that stage in Lego history where they're kind of switching over from the steel axles to the plastic ones that pop on together. 2 hooks there on the back. What's that, Brett? Yeah, I think the 2 hooks on the back are just so you can spin this around and go ahead and have the guy just holding the instead of just holding the wrench, you can go ahead and put the wrench on the back of his wheel balancer. We've got that standard chassis we've seen so many times in Legoland. Red this time, we've seen white, I think blue, black color variations of that. Either way, very popular, used very often. the older Lego sets. So just tell me to flip it over. It's unusual. Usually in this time period they had more to the steps, but I guess they're just saying, hey buddy, flip that thing around there. So we'll do that. Got our fenders here. Yellow steering wheel. Got our front hood. It's going to be the hood latch, or the not latch, what am I looking? Pivot point. Thank you, Brett. Pivot point. Here, got the rear of the car. Got one by two going here across the back. Then we have the four. Got the two stud piece out the side. Headlight that I put on crooked that was fighting me. I now see why it was fighting me. It's because I put it on crooked. Put our yellow lights in the front. Naturally, our red brake lights in the rear. Those on. Got our driver's seat. Luxury there. Luxury, nice bucket seat. We're going to go around the horn with these 1x2s on the front. A couple of those guys popped on there. Then we have our boot cover, or trunk cover. Both of our doors still in a time period when we're seeing actual opening doors. We have front and rear windshield. Have our hood going on there. Hood was another piece I had to source. Didn't come with the hood. Then we have, here's what I meant by the jack being in separate pieces when it came in. I just left it together because it's just a touch, just feels a touch delicate to me. So I'm leaving that the way it is. Got those popped on. Roof on here. I see now I have the rear windshield one stud too far up, but now we've corrected that. Go put our wheels on here. Four of our wheels on. Got good movement. This up where you can see the car a little easier. I'll have to lighten this in post to our still transient build setup that we have. Got the hood that opens. Just like a Fiat or something with the backwards opening hood. As we did that on several of the car kits there for a while. Doors open, of course. And then we have our jack, which slides in under. Go ahead and give it a push. I didn't slide it in under far enough. Hold on, here we go. Drive the car up. There we go. Now we got her off the ground. Take the tire off and do some work on it. Nice little setup there for that kit. So, all the way back from 1984 with original paper instructions. Kit number 6655. What's your thoughts on this one, Brett? Yeah, I like the jack. The jack kind of came and went. I don't remember it being with many kids, but if you got one, I'd say hold on to it, because this one did, the jack did come with the kit, which is actually one of the hardest things to find. So that's why it didn't scare me to buy the partial pieces of the kit. I had to buy or find from other sellers. I had to find 2 of these white hook pieces, a little computer panel, which I bought from somebody who was selling a lot of pre-printed 2x2 angle pieces, And then I just had to find one flat red or bright red flat top 2x2 plate. That wasn't a big deal, but I thought it was worthwhile to grab it. Thought you guys would like it. If you enjoy what you're seeing on the channel, please go ahead and hit us with a like and subscribe. It's a little button for you to push. Helps us out immensely as far as viewers and watch time and everything. Allows us to keep going, progress with the channel. Our goal here is, Brett and I always said, we don't want enough money to rule the world. We just want enough to fund the Lego addiction that we have. So if you could do that, we'd appreciate it. Anything to add at the very end here, Brett? No, just we'll be back with another vintage kit for you in the next few weeks, or next week actually. And then got 2, 3, 4. I'm still got a fair amount of kits for you coming up. But I just want to say thanks for stopping by, and we will see you next time.